Hi everybody. This is teacher Luis Fernando Alvarez. Today on this week conference, we're going to discuss such an amazing topic which has to do with animals. It is the following topic, and the question is starts something like this: is it morally acceptable to experiment on animals for medical purposes? So it is a good idea to express your opinion about these issues, and the developments in medicines are quite important. So we don't know for sure whether it's morally acceptable to do this or not. So this is the question to start asking my students uh, in order to know their mindset, their point of view. Then we got on this slide another situation to consider. We can look at the picture and then say, are animals treated well for medical research? So, do you think it's possible? Do you think it's acceptable to use animals for medical research? Yes, no, and why? So, it is important to know a student point of view since the pandemic we have around today, such as COVID-19, could be a good idea to start experimenting on animals in order to come across with a vaccine that can cure the disease. So this is another question which is quite important to know from the student's point of view. Another one though is scientists have been able to advance their knowledge of human and animal health and disease dramatically by studying model organisms. What's your point of view? So, do you agree on this statement? Since, for example, when discussing model organisms like monkeys are known to be similar organisms to people, to the human, so that's why lots of labs are testing on animals due to this matter. Do you agree? Yeah. Do you disagree? Why? What are, for example, your reasons to to think about all of this? The following is, according to our topic, is it morally acceptable to experiment animals for medical purposes? Antibiotic, insulin, vaccines, organ transplantation, and HIV treatment have been all developed with the help of experiment involving animals. Do you support this statement? Do you imagine, trying out a vaccine testing firstly on humans, or a vaccine testing firstly on humans about HIV? Do you think it's morally acceptable, or do you think it's possible to do it right away with animals, testing on animals right away? Do you think that's going to be possible, morally acceptable? Yes, no, and why? So students need to support this statement whether they are in favor or opposed about it, right? Our next statement, you know, is this one. Look, for example, the picture. There is like a mouse in a lab, and continue with our uh, discussion topic today. It is morally acceptable to experiment on animals for medical purposes. Is the following. Legally, all drugs have to be tested on animals for safety before they can be used in humans. Do you agree? Why or why not? Use specific details and examples to support your answers. So legally, look what it says. All drugs have to be tested on animals before safety before they can be used in animals. So when we say all, we're talking about 100% of the drugs that we have in the market right now have have been tested before um, a human used. So do you agree? You disagree? Why? So it's a good idea to give specific details and example to support your answer. Our next slide shows us, look at the same picture. rabbit in a lab, somebody's taking notes. So the same minutes. Through testing on animals, we are able to ensure any risks of a drug are identified and minimized before it tested on humans during clinical trials. This helps to reduce side effects on human fatalities. What's your opinion about the previous statement? All right. So, do you prefer that animal die instead of human lives? Why or why not? Do you think this is morally acceptable to kill animals for medical research instead of killing humans? What's your opinion about it? All right, it's a good idea to know your statement. On the next slide, let me show you there is another question to be considered. Look at this statement and speak up. You know, having in mind the same topic for today. Is it morally acceptable to experiment on animals for medical purpose? Look at what it says. If we accept that animals have rights, then if an experiment violates the rights of an animal, it's morally wrong and any possible benefits to humanity are completely irrelevant. So, according to this, if we accept this, any benefits for humanity are completely irrelevant. So, do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Why or why not? So, on the whole, do you consider it safe to experiment on animals instead of humans? In this day and age, even we supposed to have such an advanced technology to develop vaccines and cure for illnesses and diseases. What do you say? What's your point of view? And this been all for now. All right. So I've been recording this video this way because none of the students are here, and to prove it, I want to show you that over Skype I sent to all of them the invitation. This lady seems to be online but is not taking part. All of these have the join to the conversation, but they didn't job. They didn't join to the conversation today. So as you can see, all of these students were supposed to join to the conversation today, to the web conference. I also created a group on Outlook to entitled web conference. All right, and as you can see here, there are 9 members. Let's check them out. All the members. I got Brigitte Zapata. I got Carlos Alberto Castro, Daniel Antonio Guzmán, Elizabeth Garzón, Felipe Córdoba, Laura Marcela Torres, Luis Carlos Ceballos, Oscar Manuel Diaz. Right, and I also send them in advance. Okay, on Friday, you can see here Friday at 8:11 a.m. I send them a message and also a tutorial how to join to a conversation. So the message says, this is your tutor Luis Alvarez inviting you to take part in the web conference on May 17th at 8:30 a.m. We will discuss animal treaty for medical purposes. The meeting will be held over Microsoft Teams. I shared the link for you to join. This is the link for them to join. I will be attentive. And I also attach the video help joining a team call. So they watch. I also send them this tutorial that says how to join to a class or a video conference on Teams. So they should have seen it before joining the conversation. I also sent in messages at the same time, almost ready to the conference. It was at 7:26 before the conference starts. And also, I also sent in at 7:30 another message that says, please join. So since the group is already creative, and they should have received all the message, okay, my mail. So nobody was here. So sorry guys for not taking part in my web conference today. I have been recording this video to have a proof to my directors and tutors about my planning for today, but unfortunately none of them took part in my conference. So that's been for now, and bye bye.